Amrita Sher-Gil, you know, on the canvas, which has gone for rupees 61.8 crore for an Amrita Sher-Gil oil on canvas. Just amazing stuff again. I haven't seen that particular painting, but 61.8 crore rupees for an oil painting. I mean, that's amazing.
That's something, you know, I think today, for today's day, India is actually going, you know, really hard on art and culture and heritage. And I was reading in, you know, one of the report here that said the beautiful oil on canvas by the legendary Amrita Sher-Gil, painter who died at the age of 28 in 1941.
Hungarian Indian painter.
Yeah, and she died at the age of 28 in 1941. Sold for rupees 61.8 crore in a Saffronart sale on Saturday night, making it the most expensive work of Indian art sold at auctions worldwide. So it's one of the most, you know, expensive art that have been, you know, sold at auctions worldwide.
She was a beautiful looking woman, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Oh. And you know, it said that in fact this comes barely 10 days after modernist Syed H Raza's painting titled Gestation fetched rupees 51.7 crore. So I think we are talking about, you know, this expensive, and I have not always been a fan of, you know, auctions and buying art like that. But if you think about it, you know, 61 crore and 50 crore that we're talking about, I mean, oil paintings, we're talking about oil paintings, and
most expensive work of Indian art sold at auction worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a proud moment for India for sure that
Amrita Sher-Gil was 28 when she died in 1941. She was a Sikh Hungarian painter who died at the age of 28. This sale was made at a saffron art sale on Saturday night, sold for 61.8 crore rupees. In fact, this comes barely 10 days after modernist Syed H Raza's painting titled Gestation fetched rupees 51.7 crore at Pundole auction house. Raza's Gestation, which features his signature Bindu, now becomes the second most expensive Indian artwork, while abstractionist Vasudeo S Gaitonde's 2020 price of rupees 32 crore is now at number 3. It's perhaps fitting a Sher-Gil is now at the top of the heap. For a long time, she remained the only successful woman artist in India. Her work, when it did appear at auction, could put most members of the male-dominated progressive group in the shade. In March 2006, Sher-Gil's Village Group, a 1938 painting, a melancholy portrait of a group of women, was sold for rupees 6.9 crore, a record at that particular time in 2006. Born in 1913 in Budapest to a Sikh father and a Hungarian mother, Amrita lived between Europe and India, studied at the elite École des Beaux-Arts, where she became the first Asian to win a gold medal for painting. Even the nudes that she painted in her Paris student days, when she used her sister as a model as well as herself, reflected ease and confidence. She shifted to India when she was 25 and done with Paris. Well, you can be done with Paris as well. Back in 1947, you already had an Indian who was already done with Paris. Europe belongs to Picasso, Matisse, Barque, and many others. India belongs only to me, she declared with characteristic audacity in 1938. In a letter to her parents dated Budapest 1934, she explains her move to relocate. Our long stay in Europe has aided me to discover India. A fresco from Ajanta or a small piece of sculpture in the Musi Gimet is worth more than the Renaissance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think her painting, it was a, you know, I think I am very satisfied because she sounds like a woman, you know, the characteristic audacity, I must say, you know, she had when she said, you know, Europe, like the way Europe belongs to Picasso, India belongs to me, and I think
India belongs only to me.
Only to me. I think that is something so, you know, such a beautiful thing to say and to an artist. And the way she, you know, she was never, you know, born and brought up in India. She came to India and she found it so mesmerizing. I think that fresh perspective somebody has and then somebody paints it. I think it reflects in their painting, and I think it was, I think her personality and her painting is definitely worth crores, and I think it's a proud moment for India.
Like it was written in that you know, e-article, that it's only right and justified and fitting that now it's an Amrita Sher-Gil oil on the canvas that's finally on the top of that list of the most expensive Indian art to be sold worldwide ever, 61.8 crore rupees.